Do you feel the dating apps have ruined romance or resurrected romance?
You're watching the Spotlight Network, starring Hollywood's newsman,
And if you were just
Logan
trying to
Crawford.
investigators, they now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
What if one of mythology's most notorious gods could be used to tell a much deeper story about struggle, survival, and finding meaning in the obstacles that life puts in our path? I'm Logan Crawford, and right now we are joined by a terrific author. Her name is Jamilla Thomas-Kinchen, and she has penned a book you're just going to love. It's called The Bacchus Chronicles, the Greek god of orgies and wine in a way you have never seen him before. It is a work that promises readers a very different perspective on the legendary figure of Bacchus. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Jamilla, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you on the show. I got to tell you, the title jumps out and grabs you right away. Bacchus Chronicles, the Greek god of orgies and wine in a way you've never seen him before. Talk to us a little bit about that title and what you're hoping to convey.
Sure. Before you ask, yes, there is an actual Mr. Bacchus. He is my muse, and my book was named for him. But the point of Bacchus, obviously being the Greek god of orgies, is that he's a lot of fun. He happens to live a life of his own design, not stipulated to whatever conforming to society's notion of what should be normal. He lets his hair hang low, like he's a lot of fun. So I wanted to blend the perfect world between mythical slash regular day-to-day life for people who have been through multiple relationships, and I wanted to be able to relate to all type of people, like within relationships.
Absolutely. For the folks at home who haven't read the book yet, give them a little bit of an overview of the story.
Oh, sure. Let's see. Bacchus combines multiple years of relationships, ones in which that I've known people that have shared their relationship views with me, and they were definitely happy to talk about whatever it is that they were going through. And so them sharing, obviously I covered their names for obvious reasons, but them sharing their relationship, their ups and downs, was very important. I feel like many people go through relationships and we don't always know how to bounce back from those things. And so I feel like my book takes you through so many perils and relationships, and then you learn how to, get your mojo back, in other words. I hope that makes sense.
Absolutely. So this title deals with a mythological character, but you're dealing with contemporary real life issues, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Particularly in dating and relationships, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What type of relationships do you explore within the pages of your book?
Sure. Let me see. There's different relationships, such as like men and women relationships, how they relate to one another, how they talk to each other, what it is to date. I don't think people date the same way that they used to, because now there's so many ways to date. There's internet dating, there's social media dating, there's, going to a party, meeting someone. There's multiple ways that you meet people. And so I really wanted to bring that in all of the stories that are associated within my characters. And there's so many characters like in my book, and they're all different. And then I want people to be like, hey, that character sounds like me, or that character sounds like someone else that I know. And so I wanted it to be fun.
So you wanted to make it very relatable. You want people to see themselves within the characters that you have in your book. Are the characters based on people you knew or you know?
Yes, they are.
Okay, great. Now, did you share this with your guy friends or girlfriends? And they're like, ah, I recognize him. Oh, I recognize her.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah. My friends were like, "Oh my," when they read it. I mean, even my mother was like, "Okay, I'm gonna close that book. I think that's too much information for me."
That's funny. That's funny. But the names have been changed to protect the innocent. So no
Yes,
worries there. Nobody's getting outed here. So that's a good thing. What
yes.
was it like writing the book? And did you actually do research? Did you talk to your friends about their relationships and their experiences? Talk to us about the writing process.
I did. I did. Just a little bit of background. I actually
Sure.
have my master's degree in human services, so I deal with a lot of behaviors in general in my life, in my career, and so and so. And so over the years, being so personable with so many different people and listening to so many different stories, that's kind of what inspired me to write this book. And then having them share those stories with me kind of helped me get through some of the tough times in my own relationships, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So um, I wanted everything to just be 100% legit, and I wanted it to be just amazing and breathtaking. And I wanted it to be true to the core of who I am as well.
Is some of it a critique of dating in 2026? I mean, like you said, nowadays it doesn't seem like people date. They meet online and then they instantly go into instant relationships, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of true. I mean, I mean, there's shows about it too. 90 Day Fiance, like you meet
Right.
someone, or Love at First Sight. Those are all like dating profile shows as well that are fast. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, what happened to maybe getting to know someone?
Right.
It used to be
Mm,
fun to date and to go places and go out to dinner and you know fun things
I
and
know.
play pool. And now it's just like, hey, you want to get married? Okay.
Exactly. And they don't order out, they only order in. They never go out to dinner. I mean, just like
Yes.
if you're going to spend the money at a restaurant, go sit in the restaurant and at least have that experience, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a little amazing, a little amazing. Well, this book sounds like it has serious potential for sure. A
Oh,
both
thank you.
TV series or a series of films and also a series of books. So
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about the ways you've envisioned it in a multimedia form. First of all, have you envisioned more books coming out? Like, because you could look at other types of relationships. You could, you know, really expand this if you wanted to, right?
Yes, I could. I am going to write a secondary follow-up book because it's promised on the back of my book. It says the next book is going to be called The Rise of Coop. And so it's going to take you through the LA lifestyle and maybe the men's perspective on how they feel about dating women and why they do the things that they do. So it's going to get a
Right.
little nitty gritty, which I'm excited to explain and
Yep.
and to explore. So, but after that, I don't know if I'm going to have another Bacchus. I
Yep.
may not. I'm going to leave the door open, but I do plan to write a book about a teenage saga with this girl who like gets powers and has multiple friends and like travels to different universes. Like I am brimming with ideas and I don't want to be stifled or just put in one box, like, because there's multiple facets to me, just like my characters.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds great. Let me ask you this. Sex in the City, of course, was a huge hit. Do you think the Bacchus Chronicles would also translate well on the small screen or the big screen?
I do. I
Yeah.
really do. The men and women that have their relationships in my book, some of them are very deep. Some of them explore a lot of very intimate ideas and erogenous things. So I want that to be, true to itself. And I definitely would like to be a part of the projects whenever they come about, as far as like, maybe picking the characters, etc. I'm open for business. So if anyone they want to work with me, I'm here. Hey.
Hollywood, if you're listening, Jamila has a beautiful book that's ready to be translated into a screenplay and put on the big screen or a TV series. It's got a lot of great potential there, of course.
Thank you.
Absolutely. When folks are done reading your book, what do you hope sticks with them? What do you hope stays with them? What do you hope they learn about life, love, and relationships?
hmm Okay, let's see. Most importantly, I I would like my readers to dare to dream the impossible. If there's something that you want to do, you want to learn to speak 100 languages, start with five, or if there's some place in the world you want to go and you've never been before, I want people to be able to express themselves in the way that they haven't before. And what I mean by that is obviously positive thinking, positive ways, but I want you to have fun in your life. Um, I want people to be welcome to getting to know someone else, taking their time in relationships, 3 months, 6 months, a year, however long it takes for you to really get to know someone. And I want them to not be afraid to ask for what they want and what they need as far as being in relationships or meeting multiple people or whatever it is that you want to do or be or have in life. The first conversation is being honest with yourself, and I feel like my book does that in a lot of different ways. And I want people to just go for it. Like if there's something you want, you go for it and you go get it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Do you feel the dating apps have ruined romance or resurrected romance?
That's really tough. Dating apps they go really well for certain people. I do have friends that are on dating apps and they really like them and they meet someone, every month. I am a bit shy. Just
Mhm.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm a bit shy, but I don't do dating apps. I would rather meet someone in person and then maybe they approach me, maybe they don't. I don't approach men. Just yeah, just FYI. I
Right,
mean,
but it makes it tough. You go out and everybody's like this, swiping left and swiping right. Do people actually come up and say, "Hey, you look beautiful tonight. Can I buy you a drink?" I mean, it's
yes, they do.
they
They
do.
do
Okay, good.
for
There we have
a long
testimony
time.
there. Wonderful, wonderful. Also, I think the problem with the dating apps is people have too many choices. So I think a
Oh,
lot of people don't settle down because of that. They create a roster of dates as opposed to, finding that one special person, right?
Yeah, that's so true. I
Yeah.
mean, the internet is fast, very fast.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You can meet people you never expected to meet before. And your horizons are risen because of that. You can they're limitless. So it's very, very interesting. You have fun writing the book?
I did. I had a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Actually, it didn't take me very long. It only took me 3 months to write my book
Okay. Good.
because I have been knowing that I was going to write a book since I was a little kid. When I was growing up, my mom would complain to my teachers and tell them like, all of her short stories are fragmented and she has no complete sentences and no capital letters. And my teachers used to say, if she has a dream to write and she feels motivated to write, you let her write. And and it actually happened. I wrote a book.
Wonderful. Well, we're glad you did because you did great work on it. The name of the book is The Bacchus Chronicles, the Greek god of orgies and wine in a way you have never seen him before. Jamila, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Oh, you're so welcome. I definitely have to give out some shout outs. My family, my friends, my attorney cousin, Mr. Spurlock, how are you? My contact information is here. My books are here for you to see and where you can pick them up at.
Okay,
Barnes and Noble,
wonderful.
on all those great places.
Okay, Amazon, you can get your book as well, of course. And is there a social media handle in case people want to get in touch with you or learn more about you?
Yes, and let me see here. It's like, I don't know if you can get a copy of that, but there's my contact information as
Okay.
well and where you can purchase the book.
Okay, awesome. Sounds great. Thank you so much for your time, your insight, and the great work you've done on this book. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.